Hey folks, Vick here, back with you again. Welcome back to another video. Good to have you back here with me again. Another video, another tip for you guys. I want to talk to you today about this thing called getting more traffic to your website, right? As I do daily, I record these videos daily for you guys, and today I'm actually coming to you from Vegas. I am here for a couple days actually, just taking care of some business. And while I'm here, I'm actually just outside of the hotel. Don't have a lot of time because my day is literally scripted. I'm just kind of in and out kind of thing. Just here for a little bit and then going back home, but I literally don't have a lot of time right now. So as I'm standing outside of the hotel, I wanted to whip this camera out and talk to you as I do daily, right? Give you guys another tip, another nugget, another piece of advice, you know, something you can implement in your business, you know, and hopefully take things to the next level for your business, right? So a lot of people have been asking me, folks, about this thing called, you know, getting more visitors to your website, right? Vic, how do I get more visitors to my website? How do I get more people to see my offer, what I'm doing, right? So folks, here's what I can tell you. You know, think about this. I was just actually on the call with Empower Network this past Monday, all right? And we had like 1,300, 1,400 people on the call. It was packed. We had it packed. And I touched upon this subject just a little bit, right? Here's what I can tell you as a marketer, right? If I give you one specific source, if I say, okay, go to this XYZ company or xyz.com, right, website, and promote your deal over there, right, guess what's gonna happen? Everybody who's gonna watch this video, everybody who's gonna get that advice, they'll go to xyzcompany.com, right, and they'll be advertising there, and you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna create tremendous competition, wouldn't it? And that source is not gonna work for anybody, right? Here is a better advice I can tell you. Here is a better nugget I can give you, right? When it comes to getting traffic, my friends, and I want you to listen very closely, okay? Because this is how I find good traffic sources for myself, okay? As a marketer, if you're in this industry, you don't want to depend on anybody, okay? That's thing number one. Thing number two, you need to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet, okay? Here is a piece of advice I'm going to tell you when it comes to getting traffic, and that is this: develop what I call a marketer's eye, okay? A marketer's eye. Here's what I mean by that. As a marketer, you always want to look for ideas, okay? I'm in Vegas right now. There is tons and tons. If you've been to Vegas, you know what I'm talking about, right? There is, I mean, everywhere you look, there is a banner, there is a billboard, there is a flashy thing going on, right? There is all kinds of advertisements, there's all kinds of activity going on, right, in the media space, right? And so wherever you are in the world, my friend, right, you will come across some great ideas. You will see, on average, and I kid you not, on average you see hundreds, okay, hundreds of ideas that you can implement for your marketing, that you can implement for, you know, that you can take those ideas for getting traffic to your website, okay? If you just pay attention, if you just consciously, you know, fish for those ideas as a marketer. So as a marketer, you need to develop a marketer's eye. I can tell you how I do things, right? So when I'm driving in the car, right, when I'm on the airplane, when I'm just walking around, and when I see a billboard, right, and something gets my attention on that billboard, right? Maybe there is a header, maybe a headline, maybe a picture that just gets my attention, right? And it makes me, you know, want to look at that and pay attention. You know what I do? I jot that idea down, right? I keep a list or a swipe file, if you will, right? And you know, I jot an idea down. Maybe it's a good headline that I read, and I think, well, it got my attention. How can I tweak it? How can I implement it in my marketing? Okay. For example, just the other day, you know, I was driving, and you know, and I stopped at the rest area, right? And I go to a restroom, you know, men's restroom, and there is a, you know, there's this thing called, you know, I don't know about ladies, but you know, in a men's restroom, a lot of times, if you go to like a truck stop or maybe a rest area, or you know, maybe even like, you know, any other public restrooms out there, right? A lot of times you will find, man, a lot of times we're gonna find there is a, you know, as you're standing there doing your thing, right? There is a you know, a bulletin board right in front of your eyes, right? With all kinds of advertisements on it, right? And think about it. If you're promoting something that is of a mass appeal, right? In other words, maybe weight loss, maybe how to make money, right? A product that would be of a mass appeal to the market, right? That everybody, for example, who doesn't want to make more money, right? Everybody wants to make more money. Who doesn't want to be skinny and look younger and feel greater, right? Feel better. Everybody wants to be, that, right? So if you have a product or an opportunity or something that you're promoting that is that appeals to the masses, you know what I'm talking about? See, what you can do is you can go and you can advertise that product in places that most marketers don't even think about. Okay, so as I'm standing in the restroom right there, right, I see this big board with all kinds of ads on it, and there is a phone number says, hey, you want to advertise? Call this number, right? And guess what? You call that number, it's very, very, very cheap. With one phone call, you can have your ad be placed on all rest areas in 10 different states. Okay, you can contact a newspaper, okay, and just contact the newspaper group. Okay, there's newspaper groups. With one phone call, you can have your classified ad, which is not expensive at all. Okay, you can have that go out to literally 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 different newspapers in all kinds of regions, right, where you live. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so just kind of fish for ideas. Here's something else where you can find good places to advertise. As you're browsing the websites, right? As you're going through, and maybe you're looking at different websites as you're, maybe not even marketing related. And you see a website that has banners on it, right? You see a website that has different advertisements on it, right? A lot of times, if you scroll down on the bottom of that website and you look below, right, there is going to be a link. It's going to say something like advertise here or click here for advertisement opportunities or something like that, right? So what you can do is, guess what? Contact the owner of the website and say, hey, how can I advertise with you? Make sense? Okay, and again, if you have a mass appeal product, my friend, you can go wide. You can cast your net so wide and just catch, so much more fish. Does that make sense? Also, when it comes to create and developing this marketer's eye, is this is never ended. This never stops, right? As a marketer, I'm always constantly looking for different ideas. I'm constantly looking for different opportunities. Maybe something that just if something gets your attention, guess what? Implement it. All right, and see what's going to happen is when you do this, you will create your own, you'll have your own stake in the ground, right? You're not going to depend on anybody. And yeah, of course, there's a lot of different sources that we can give you. And for example, I have High Traffic Academy, right? I'm the creator of that product, and we teach a lot of different ways to get traffic. A lot of the traditional ways to get traffic online. There's a lot of secretive ways to get traffic online, which I teach in my higher end products, obviously. But again, I just want to point you in the direction so that you can be sustainable by yourself, right? You can get, hey, listen, what if you placed an ad that's offline, right? There is virtually no competition, okay? And you're pulling, 10 to 20 leads per day, okay? What if you're pulling, 5 to 10 leads per day? And what if you're getting, a sale or 2 sales a week from that ad? Does that make sense? See, the beautiful part about that, my friend, is there is no competition. Those people that see your ad, right, offline, they're not getting bombarded with, with 50 and 70 emails from other marketers promoting similar things what you promote, right? So that market is just untapped. Okay, so if we just kind of step outside of the box a little bit and just kind of think, outside of the box, if you will, if you want to, call that or kind of go that route. A lot of times you will find, there's a lot of different places we can go as marketers to reach our markets. Because what is traffic? Traffic is people, real people seeing your website. That's traffic, right? Real people seeing your website. So what you need to do is simplify things. Okay, a lot of people make things confusing, right? A lot of people overcomplicate things. A lot of people overcomplicate a simple thing. Okay, getting traffic is not difficult. Okay, it's not. If you just break it down, okay, you say, how can I get 20 more people to visit my website today, right? Just 20. How can you do that, right? And if you can just simplify things, right? If you just simplify things, you will start your brain is going to start working in a little bit of a different way, right? And you will look at things from a different perspective, right? And then you will have good ideas coming to you. And then when you implement those ideas, hey, you'll get results. As I'm shooting this video here for you, we got people walking around, they're walking and looking at me a little bit weird, but that's okay. My friend, I hope you got the message, all right? I mean, ask yourself, how can you get 20 more visitors to see your website today? When it comes to traffic, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. all right? You don't want 100,000 people to see your website if they're not targeted. You want 20 people to see your website, but if they're targeted, okay? It's gonna be better than 100,000 untargeted visitors. Okay, my friend? So, I hope that helps for you. Hey, go to Google, all right? Go to Google and just Google keywords like how to get more traffic, how to advertise for free, ways to get traffic to my website. You know, you will find a lot of different sites. Go through them, right? And look for advertisement opportunities on those websites. Boom, there you go. My friend, this is Vic. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let me know what you think about this stuff. Comment below, you know, share if you like. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hope this helped you, at least give you an idea, maybe point you in a direction to start thinking about this kind of stuff, maybe if you haven't. All right? Again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.